शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं प्रगं सदृशं एकं नित्यं निर्मलमचलं सर्वधी विभूतं भावातीतं विनुमयं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये। ओम पंचमहाभूतानि तत्कार्यं च सर्वं विराडित्युच्यते। एतत्स्थूलशरीरम् आत्मनः इन्द्रियैरर्थोपलब्धिः जागरितं तदुभयाभिमान्यात्मा विश्वः। एतत्त्रयम् अकारः। अपंचीकृत पंचमहाभूतानि पंचतन्मात्राणि तत्कार्यं च पंचप्राणाः दशेन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिश्चेति सप्तदशकं लिंगं भौतिकं हिरण्यगर्भ इत्युच्यते। एतत् सूक्ष्म शरीरम् आत्मनः करणेषु उपसंहृतेषु जागरित संस्कार प्रत्ययः सविषयः स्वप्न इत्युच्यते। तदुभयाभिमान्यात्मा तैजसः। एतत्त्रयम् उकारः। शरीरद्वय कारणम् आत्मा ज्ञानम् स्वाभासम् अव्याकृतम् इत्युच्यते। एतत् कारणशरीरम् आत्मनः तच्च न सत् नासत् नापि सदसत् न भिन्नं नाभिन्नं नापि भिन्नाभिन्नं कश्चित् न निरवयवं न सावयवं नोभयं किन्तु केवल ब्रह्मात्मैकत्व ज्ञानापनोद्यम सर्व प्रकार ज्ञानोपसंहारे बुद्धेः कारणात्मनावस्थानम् सुषुप्ति तदुभयाभिमान्यात्मा आज्ञः एतत्त्रयम् मकारः. So what is adhyaropa or adhyasta prapancha is explained for the sake of apavada negation. So on Brahma, the entire Jagat is superimposed. As we obtained today, we are in Jagat, not just in Jagat, identified with the embodiment and suffering the samsara. We have to now retrace back our own swarupa by, that is, merging the effect in the cause and appreciating the swarupa, that is our own self, Atma, Brahma. Actually, what was given in these three passages are nothing but enumeration of the entire Jagat at different levels, so that it can be totally merged back in the Adhisthana, this Swarupa, Atma, Brahma. So first, now here started from the gross world. From the gross world to the subtle, from subtle to the causal, causal to the Adhisthana will be seen later. Up to causal yesterday I see, just see it, what it is briefly again. So first, the grossified five elements. And not only grossified five elements, its effect. For example, the body, our body is product of Panchibhuta, Panchamahabhuta. All the five elements, that is, whatever you see, perceive in the world grossly, is the product of Panchibhuta, Panchamahabhuta. So all these five gross elements plus their products, all put together, Viradittichyate. It is called as Virat. So we see that more definition of Virat afterwards. Viradittichyate. One thing, this is just to know what is in nutshell. All Vartikas are going to explain each and every sentence of this Panchikarana. So don't think, oh, Panchikarana is over in one day. And they have not understood. See, yesterday somebody said it. But one thing, 80% of you are attending this for the second time. Remember that, okay? Etat sthula shariram atmanah. So this Virat, which consists of five gross elements and its product effect in terms of the entire gross world made up of five elements, is called Virat. It is the sthula sharira, gross body of Atma at totality level. It's not at one individual level. So they do now, that means it's not like Mandukya. The author is not distinguishing between the microcosm and the macrocosm. All are clubbed together. Okay. Era sthula shariram atmanaha. Then what is Jagritam? Jagritam is gaining the knowledge through the senses and acting in the world through the organs of sense organs. You gain the knowledge, organs of action you act. All the indriya arthopalabdhi Jagritam. Atma identified with these two. That is with the Virat and that Virat, that is Sthula Sharira, and Jagrita is called as Vishwa. So that is Atma identified with these two means these two, Jagrita and Virat or Sthula Sharira. Virat or Sthula Sharira one and the same. So therefore that which is superimposed on Atma and what that there appears to be one thing, what that is Atma as though endowed with these two. Actually Atma is free from both Sthula and also but the own application has these two, Sthula and Jagrita are the feet of that it who around the feature, so real not after this, that is Viha. So Ekasarya. Now this is to Okara. For is Okara and whatever Rushna for Apple. So Okara of Uma and Okara. Then only Vishwa, Aga, Virat, Api Sapyama Tantra, Taram, Pana, Nemo Buddha, Sapring about Commander. This is and Gamtra. It's Ka and Praha, Ayuta, Sidri, and Vidani, Ayutmina, Mahabuddha, looking for Anta Ahankara and Chitta. So Sapta Dashakam, that which has got 17 parts, which is all Bhautikam. Bhautikam is also this is the product of Bhutas, the Pancha Mahabhutas. Only difference here is it is product of Tanmatras, the subtle element, not gasified one. Bhautikam, Hiranyagarbha Ichyate. That is at the macrocosmic level, entire all sum total of all these, that is 5 subtle elements plus the sum total prana, senses, etc. All these is called as Hiranyagarbha, and it is the subtle body of Atma at the totality level. Etat Sukshma Shariram Atmana. It is very, very necessary that one should be well conversant with these terminologies, because then it will be helpful for Vilapana, that is how to merge a in u, etc. Then it will be useful. It is not just simply repeating merge a in u in ma, etc. Without that thorough understanding, it will not work. So, etat sukshma shariram atmanaha. So, this Hiranyagarbha is a subtle body, sukshma of Atma. Now, what is to be explained is Swapna. Swapna. What is Swapna? Karaneshu upasamruteshu jagrita samskarajaha pratyaha. So that pratyaya, that vishesha jnana, that cognition, so which is along with vishaya, projected vishayas, born of the samskaras gathered during the waking state. But when karaneshu upasamruteshu, when one withdraws oneself from all karanas, what are the karanas? The Chendriyani and Antakarna also. So that not Antakarna. If Antakarna is there, what will happen? Sleep, yes, is required. It is required. First you have to sleep and then you have to project. So therefore, to begin with, Karneshu Upasamruteshu Antakarna also is withdrawn. Afterwards, Ardha Vikasa is there. Otherwise, it is not possible. So therefore, Karneshu Upasamruteshu Jagarita Samskarajaha Pratyaha Savishaya. So here again that Antakarna projects. Once withdrawn, now projects not fully as in the waking state, but Ardha Vikasa. So that pratyaya, that is Vishesha Jnana, which is Savishaya, with the dream object, though not the gross one, Swapnaha Ityate. It is called as Swapna. Now, the one who is Atma identified with these two, that are Suksha Sharira and Swapna. Suksha Sharira corresponds to Hiranyagarbha at totality level, and Swapna is Taijasaha. Tadubhayabhimani Atma Taijasaha. So that is what Taijasa is. Etatrayam Ukaraha. These three, what are those? Taijasa, then Swapna and Suksharira, which is nothing but Hiranyagarbha. That is what is Ukara. The Ukara in Omkara. Ukara in Omkara is represented by these three. Now the third one, what does the Makara in Omkara represent? So for that, what is the Karana Sharira? What is sleep? Who is Pradnya? All these are explained because this Makara consists of these three. So what is Karana Sharira? Sharira Dvaya Karanam Atma Jnanam Sabhasam Avyakrutam Ityuchyate. First it says, actually Karana Sharira is Sabhasam Avyakrutam. Mere Avyakruta is not said because mere Avyakruta is inert in nature. For its manifestation, what is required is Chidabhasa is required. Sabhasa. Sabhasa means Chaitanyabhasena Saha. Along with the Abhasa, appearance of Chaitanya. So its presence is required. Sabhasam Avyakrutam, and itself is cause. Sharira Dvaya Karanam. It is the cause of two shariras. What are those shariras? Suksha Sharira and Sthula Sharira. And actually it is nothing but Atma Jnanam. Atmanaha Ajnanam. Ignorance of Atma. It is nothing but ignorance of Atma. Atma Jnanam. That is what is Sabhasam Avyakrutam Ityuchyate. And this is what is the Karana Sharira of Atma at totality level. Etat Karana Shariram Atmanaha. This not just Avyakruta, Sabhasam Avyakrutam is the Karana Sharira, causal body of Atma. Now here a doubt is possible. No doubt earlier Sthula Sharira, Suksha Sharira was told. Sthula Sharira, Suksha Sharira, and now Karana Sharira. But those Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira have no existence apart from Karana Sharira. Atma all along was there. So that means at least minimum two things are there. Atma is there and Karana Sharira is there. So therefore what will happen? Duality for Atma, Brahma will come. It will no more be Atma or Brahma. No, this Karana Sharira is false, is being shown. Why was it not shown at the level of Sukh Sharira and Sthula Sharira that they are false? Why the author has to show only at this level that Karana Sharira is false? Because they are effect of Karana Sharira. When the cause is false, the effect is bound to be false. There was no necessity of pointing out separately. Because of course, elsewhere it certainly might have been done. But here, in a brief, that means there's composition of a certain things, that means that are provided. It is not necessary, it is understood, because he has already told Sharira Dvaya Karanam Atma Jnanam. This is the cause of these two Shariras. Therefore, if this cause is false, automatically Sharira Dvaya and its product, the effect also is bound to be false. Okay. So now how do you say this Karana Sharira or Sabhasam Avyakritam is false, for which he gives the reason. Tacha nasat nasat napi sadasat. Tat means that Sabhasam Avyakritam, or we can for our easy understanding, Ajnana of Atma. He says it is not Sat, because what is Sat? You can very clearly define, precisely define what Sat is. Trikala Abadhitam. If Atma Jnana, again keep in mind, not Atma Jnana, Atma Jnana, Atmanaha Ajnana or Sabhas Avyakrita. If it is Sat, what would have happened? It can never be destroyed. If it can never be destroyed, no moksha is possible. No moksha is possible, Vedanta Shastra will go wrong. Vedanta Shastra goes wrong, let it go wrong. Shruti it is. It is Vedanta is from where? Shruti. Shruti is what? Ishwarokti. It can never be so. So therefore, so it is, and the very fact that so much of effort is put forth to make one discover that one is free from samsara, so that shows that it is possible, and therefore this ajnana is not sat because it is destructible. At the same time, you can't say it is something which is totally non-existent one. Why? Effect is seen. Karyanumeya sudhiyaiva maya sannapya sannapyubhayatmikano bhinnap, actually the same thing it is. Bhinnapya bhinnapyubhayatmikano Sangapyanangapyubhayatmikano mahadbhuta anirvachaniya rupa. So this is Sat, it is not, you can't say it is real because it is subject to destruction. Ignorance subject to destruction. Nor can you say it is totally non-existent because effect is seen. The effect, karya, jagat, samsara is seen. You can't say it is asat. Means you can't say Atma Jnana or Sabhasa Avyakrita is real because it is destructible. Nor can you say it is not at all existent, totally non-existent because its effect is seen. Okay, then mix both, combine both. It is Sat and Asat. Not possible. What is Sat? Never destructible. And what is Asat? Never existent. These two cannot, they are totally opposed to each other. Therefore, it cannot be Sat and Asat also it cannot be. Na bhinnam. Now the question is this ajnana, avyakrita, different from Atma or identical with Atma? It can't be different from Atma. Because if it is different from Atma, Atma is one, ajnana is other, or avyakrita is other, duality which is against the nature of Atma. Again, abhinnam you can't say, identical you can't say because, see, The nature of ignorance and nature of Atma is totally opposed to each other. That is, two opposed things cannot be one and the same thing. So not abhinna. So it is not identical. Identical because ignorance is the source of all samsara sorrow. Atma is totally free from that. It cannot be one with that. It means ignorance cannot be part and parcel of Atma. Napi bhinna bhinnam kutaschit. Nor is it both combination of bhinna and abhinna because of being opposed to each other. Na niravayavam, na savayavam, no bhayam. We can't say Atma is that. Ignorance, avyakrita, is something which is free from parts. Why not free from parts? Because we find its effect is nothing but full of parts. Okay. At the same time, na savayavam. We can't say ignorance is savayava because we have actually there are no parts available in that. Again, no bhayam, not both because mutually opposed to each other. Then what is it? Kintu. So means ignorance or avyakrita is not real, but you cannot deny its appreciation or its experience. It is there. How long is it there? Kevala brahmatmaikatva jnanapanodhyam. It is something which is destructible by the knowledge of identity between Atma and Brahma. In Advaita Makaranda we are saying that Vichararko dayavadhi or Vicharabhava jivanaha. So like that. So it is something, means it is false in nature and can be destroyed by jnana. So having explained that this Karna Sharira Atma is false and therefore Atma cannot get duality. Now what is Sushupti and Pradnya is defined. Sarva prakara jnanopasamhare buddhehe karanatmana avasthanam sushupti. Sarva prakara jnanopasamhare. When all types of jnana upasamhara withdrawal takes place, here sarva prakara means vishesha vijnana both in the waking and the dream state. When it is withdrawn, no more there. Buddhehe karanatmana avasthanam sushuptihi. The buddhi, the antakarna is no more functioning. Not that it is destroyed, it is there. How is it there? In its seedal form, karanatmana, that is in the form of ignorance. It is there verily dormant in the form of ignorance. Avasthanam sushuptihi. This is what is deep sleep state. Now who is Pradnya? Tadubhayabhimani Atma Pradnya. Tadubhayabhimani means Karna Sharira and Sushupti. Atma who is identified with Sushupti and Karna Sharira, or Atma on which Karna Sharira and Sushupti are superimposed. So mutual superimposition is who is that Pradnyaha. So etatrayam makaraha. These three, that is Pradnya, Sushupti and Karna Sharira, otherwise called as Sabhasam Avyakritam. Be aware of the other one only. See? It will come afterwards, okay? Pradnya means Ishvara comes there. As for Mandukya, when you take Pradnya, Mandukya explains that Pradnya, the Ishvara is not different from them. So therefore, the Mandukya, why straight away Vishwa is not taken, Vaishwanara is taken. Why Vaishwanara? Shruti doesn't want to distinguish between Vishwa and Vaishwanara because both are one and the same only at individual level, other is totality level. So therefore, there it is very clearly said that Vaishwanara straight away brought, though Prathamapada is who? Soyamahatma Chatushpat and Prathamapada, Jagrita Sthanaha, Bahish Pradnyaha, etc. While that, which is the context of defining whom? Vishwa. Shruti straight away that we uses the word Vaishwanara. That's Bhashyakara also explains. Here it is very expressly told by Shruti. That means Vishwa and Vaishwanara are one and the same because our job is that the distinction is not required. So therefore, Taijasa, though Taijasa word is there, we have to take it also as same as Hiranyagarbha. So Hiranyagarbha. Pradnya, in the next, having defined Pradnya, next mantra clearly shows that he is Sarveshwaraha, etc. So therefore, here, when we have taken Sabhasam, Avyakritam and Pradnya, Ishvara is already included that at totality level. So Makara also includes whom? Ishvara. Otherwise, when you merge these, Ishvara will be left out. And Ishvara is with respect to creation. It is a status, Brahma only, but enjoying a status with respect to creation. Means creation will be again left out. Without Ishvara, without creation is no more Ishvara. So creation will be left out. If that is the case, you will not be able to appreciate the adhisthana, so on which all these are superimposed. So therefore, tadubhayabhimani atma pradnyaha etatrayam makaraha. Now why this list is given? So what is what consists of? U consists of, ma consists of. Ma from Omkara. All these. Why? Now what is to be done is, start from the gross, enter into the subtle, then what? Merge in the causal, thereafterwards. The false causal you negate and appreciate the adhisthana Brahma. That is what is to be done, and this is being done with the help of Omkara. Finally, the appreciation of Brahma with adhisthana for entire Jagat, and being adhisthana, adhisthana is always totally free from adhyastha, free from all adhyastha. So attempt here is to appreciate the adhisthana Brahma free from entire adhyastha prapancha. Afterwards you may, because when, that means afterwards you are having appreciated this, afterwards you may appreciate the falsehood of adhyastha prapancha. But the falsehood of adhyastha prapancha cannot be clear unless the clear appreciation of adhisthana totally free from adhyastha prapancha is vividly appreciated, because that knowledge, that vivid appreciation alone gives the ascertainment that the adhyastha prapancha is false. Otherwise, you are borrowing the statements of the Shruti. Yes, you have got Shraddha in the Shastra, and your statement that the Jagat is false is only Paroksha and not Aparoksha, because the Adhisthana is not clearly discovered. Yes, it has to be so because Shruti says so and is understandable. But I have not clearly appreciated. That is where the role of Aparoksha Jnana comes, and it is very important. So, okay. So now, how this merging of gross into the subtle, subtle into the causal, then negate the causal in the appreciation of Adhisthana, the Brahma, Chaitanya, Atma. So that is now explained, continuing. Akara ukare, ukaro makare, makara omkare, omkaro hameva, ahamatma sakshi, kevala chinmatra swarupaha, नाज्ञानम नापि तत्कार्यम किंतु नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त सत्य स्वभावम परमानंदाद्वयम प्रत्यक भूत चैतन्यम ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मीत्यभेदेन अवस्थानम समाधि तत्वमसि ब्रह्माहमस्मि प्रज्ञानम आनंदम ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म इत्यादि श्रुतिभ्यः इति पंचीकरणम भवति. Okay. Akaraha ukare. There you have to do adhyahara. Pravilapayet. That's what is presupposed that. So, akaraha ukare vilayap. Pravilapayet or vilapayet. Okay. See, akaraha ukare vilapayet. Also further, ukaraha makare vilapayet. Makaraha onkare vilapayet. Onkaraha ahamyeva vilapayet. And what is aham? Afterwards told. Akaraha. What is akara? Forgotten. Not forgotten. Etatrayam akaraha. With that, look, keep the order, okay? Go back now. Vishwa, then Jagarita, then Sthula Sharira, otherwise called as Virat. Keep those terminologies and understand what the meaning of it is, because it will be helpful. Otherwise, jumbling up afterwards will be a problem. Okay. So therefore, with that akara, akara of Onkara, which represents Vishwa, Jagarita and Sthula Sharira, and which Sthula Sharira otherwise is called as Virat here in the text. Okay. So now that akara, what you do? Ukare vilapaye. Merge it in ukara. Of course, before seeing what that vilapana is, what is ukara? Let us just remind ourselves. Taijasa, Swapna and Suksharira, and that Suksharira is otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha. Okay, means this ukara, which represent all these, is the cause for akara, which represent these three. So now, if that is the case, the gross, which is all these, Vishwa onward this, has to be merged in the subtle. How it can be done? First, step by step, and again, what do you mean by merging here? That also has to be understood. Suppose a pot, you can say the pot, a mud pot is merged in the mud. What you can do? You have nothing else to do. Swamiji has asked to observe Mauna. Therefore what? You got a pot and went on pulverizing. And then what happened? It became mud powder and pot got merged in mud. So, or a cloth whose threads can be taken one by one, and therefore what? Because bekar hai na. So therefore, so that is the cloth. That means the cloth, the effect is merged in the cause, the tantu thread. Is it that way? You might have done, if possible. So, but it is not possible that way. Here, appreciating the effect to be not different from the cause. So, dissolve the effect in the cause and see the cause alone. So, cloth is, you can, mud pot is there, but your attention is focused on what? In and through the pot, nothing but mud and mud alone. Pot is a nama and rupa which comes and goes. Mud is first and last, the basis, the cause for the pot. So therefore, vilapana here is, so appreciating the effect to be not different from the cause, and the root, nama and rupa of the effect are given up, and the attention is focused on very cause only. That is what is the pravilapana. So not otherwise, because otherwise it is just impossible for us to merge the gross into subtle. Ishvara can do that. Public creation, I am talking of public creation. What we can do is merging of the private creation in terms of removal of the projections and appreciating the basis of it. So as far as the public creation is concerned, it will take its own course at the time of pralaya, of course. It will, that means all this merging will take place. We can't do anything whatever about that. It is Ishvara's job. So therefore, akaraha ukare vilapaye. So merge the akara in ukara. Straight away it will not be possible. So we have to go step by step. What is akara? Starting from Sthula Sharira means Virat. And Virat is the karya of Panchikrita Panchamahabhuta. Therefore what you do is, so all those karyas of Panchikrita Panchamahabhutas, which includes our embodiments also, one by one you start merging in their immediate cause. Just that you can't do one by one. You have to do a sample analysis. Take the physical body. Our embodiment with particular name and form is made up of gross body, okay, is made up of 5 elements. So therefore, appreciate it nothing to be 5 elements. Today, like cloth, it has got a particular name and form and utility. But know it for certain, this gross body is nothing but 5 elements and 5 elements alone. So that understanding, that appreciation must be there. Therein what happens? The physical body is no more but what it is? 5 elements only. It is nothing but 5 Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhutas. Gross objects in the world with all vividness, with all distinct individualities, all are made up of 5 elements. So merge back means appreciate them nothing other than 5 elements only. So like that, in the entire creation, whatever the gross thing is there in terms of Virat, what you do? You merge them in the Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhuta. When this is done, what happens to your body? Your body is no more now. Body, it is, what is that? It is 5 elements, okay? And therein are housed the Bahendriyas, which are required for Jagrita. For Jagrita is required. And this Sthula Sharira and Jagrita is required for whom? Vishwa. Because who is Vishwa? Atma identified with Jagrita and Sthula Sharira called as Virat, is it not? When you merge these 5, that means this, what is that? The gross Sthula Sharira, that is Virat, in this Panchamahabhutas, Bahendriyas also have to get merged there, and therefore Jagrita is not available to you. Not available to you. When Jagrita is not available and Sthula Sharira is not available, where is Vishwa? Not available. What is there is only Panchikrita Panchamaha Bhuta. So now, this Akara, which consists of 3, Vishwa, Jagrita, Sthula Sharira, otherwise called Virat. I am repeating this word, Sthula Sharira and Virat, Sukh Sharira and Hiranyagarbha, because it is required. So now all these have got reduced to only Panchikrita Panchamahabhutas, the gross 5 elements. Okay. What is the cause of gross elements? Panchikarana. From subtle elements, Apanchikrita Panchamahabhutas, what have come? So that is from Panchatan Matras. After the process of Panchikarana, 5 gross elements have come. In its manifestation, these were there, who were there? Vishwa was there, Jagrita was there, and Sthula Sharira or Virat was there. Now all have been clubbed into one thing, that is what? Panchamaha Bhutas. So therefore, is as it obtains, we can call this as internal merging. Actually what we have to do is, what is told in the text is, Akaraha Ukari. But before merging akara and ukara, whatever internally karyas are there, that you merge where in the panchikrita panchamahabhutas. Now, in terms of akara, what is available to you, having dissolved all the effects, so what is available is only panchikrita panchamahabhutas. This panchikrita panchamahabhutas has got the cause. What is that cause? Apanchikrita panchamahabhutas. So dissolve means merge this effect panchikrita panchamahabhutas in the apanchikrita panchamahabhutas, because panchikrita panchamahabhutas, the effect is not different from the cause, the apanchikrita panchamahabhutas, the five subtle elements. Now that means what we have done now? Akara we have merged in ukara. But while doing that, what we have done is we have reduced all these to five elements, and five elements have been merged into its cause, the five panchatanmatras. But ukara is not just panchatanmatras, but also its effect. So what are the effects of that karya? Taijasa, Sukshma Sharira, Tvaijasa, Swapna. Just keep that order. Taijasa, Swapna, Sukshma Sharira, which is otherwise called as Hiranya Garbha. Okay, as far as merging of akara and ukara, fine, because Panchamaha, again, there Panchamahabhutas are there. You see, Hiranyagarbha means what? Panchamahabhutas and its effect. You see, in Hiranyagarbha, what is Hiranyagarbha? It is the product of Panchamahabhutas in terms of the Pancha Pranaha, Dashendriyani, Buddhischa Eka, Manascha Eka, iti Saptadasha Kalabi, Yattishtati Tat Lingam Shariram. That is that. So therefore, what is that means? Ukara consists of Taijasa, Swapna and Sukshma Sharira, which is Hiranyagarbha, which consists of Antakarana, Prana, Dashendriyani and Pancha Tanmatra. Okay. Now what is further to be done? Ukaraha makare vilapaye. Now from this subtle ukara, which represents these three, so it has to be merged in its cause, the makara. We have seen makara is sabhasam avyakritam atma jnanam shariradvaya karanam. It is the cause of these two shariras. So gross is already now merged in the subtle. Now this subtle, that is ukara, has to be merged in makara. Like this, as earlier. For effective doing of that, we should take into account the internal merging. How will you effect the internal merging in ukara now? Finally, whatever that is represented by ukara has to be internally merged in the panchatanmatras. Effects of panchatanmatras have to be merged in the immediate cause, that is panchatanmatras. So now take one by one. So that is the Hiranyagarbha or the Sukshma Sharira, which is a product of panchatanmatras. It consists of Antakarana, Manabuddhi Ahankara, Chittam. Again, Pancha Pranaha, Dashendriyani. These are all made up of Antakarana, made up of sattvic content of five elements, that is put together. In the sense, Jnanendriyas are made up of individual sattvic content of Pancha Mahabhutas, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. So again, this Karmendriyas are made up of individual Rajasic content of the 5 elements. Pranas are made up of collective Rajasic content of the 5 elements. Okay, means what you do now, this, that is Sukshma Sharira or Hiranyagarbha at the macrocosmic level is from the Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. You merge them back in the Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas, means appreciate them to be not different from Pancha Tanmatras or Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. When you do that, where is your Antakarna? Where is the Sukshma Sharira? It is no more other than Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas, Pancha Tanmatras. So when it is not there, where is Swapna? God. In the absence of Swapna, where is Tayasaha? God. So therefore, Ukara, which used to represent Taijasa, Swapna and Suksharira, which is otherwise called as Hiranyagarbha, all this is merged where? Its immediate cause, that is Panchatanmatras, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. Already from Akara we have got something transferred here. What is it? Tanmatra, Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. So these two put together now means, now this Ukara is not the earlier Ukara. This Ukara is the one wherein Akara is already merged, so therefore whatever represented by Akara is no more available to you. So like, climbing up the steps of the ladder, the moment you climb up, what happens? There it doesn't happen. Here what happens? Earlier steps have gone now. You can't retrace back, gone. So earlier step is gone. Now you are stuck up with only Ukara, and where the internal merging has been effected, and what we have got is only Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas. This is after the merging of Akara in Ukara, and in Ukara internal merging has taken place. Then that Ukaraha Maka. Now this Ukaraha Makare Vilapaye. Merge it in its cause. What is that? Makara. You know Sharira Dvaya Karana is Karana Sharira or Atma Jnana. So see it to be not different from its immediate cause, and its immediate cause is Makara. What does it consist of? Pradnya, Sushupti and Karana Sharira, which is that Karana Sharira otherwise called as Sabhasam Avyakritam. Abhasa, keep that, not just Avyakritam. Sabhasam Avyakritam. Okay? So now you say that Ukaraha Makari. So now we have got this Makara. And which is this Makara? Not the earlier Makara. The Makara wherein Akara and Ukara are already merged. So means in Ukara, whatever we had come to the level of the Apanchikrita Pancha Mahabhutas, they are now that Karya, that effect is merged in Makara. And what does Makara contain? Atma Jnana, or what is called as Sabhasam Avyakritam, Sushupti and Pradya. Okay, this is what is there. Now what is to be done with Makara? Makaraha Omkari. What is this Makaraha Omkari? Means this Makara wherein A and U are already merged, it has to be merged in Omkara. What is meant by that? Afterwards Atma will come, Turi Atma is going to come, that is Onkaraha ahami eva. That will come. Adhisthana will come later. Before that, Makaraha Onkare. What is this Makaraha Onkare? What is the content of Makara? Atma Jnana Sabhasam Avyakritam. Okay? Because Pradnya or Sushupti is not possible without the Sabhasam Avyakritam, means that is all, that is entire Antakarana also has to be withdrawn and it has to be Karanatmana Avasthanam. It has to remain in the, that is Buddhehi, see, Sarva Prakara Jnanopasamvare Buddhehi Karanatmana Avasthanam. So, abidance in the form of the cause. So that is where the Sushupti comes, and the one who is identified with the Karna Sharira and Sushupti is Pradnya. Now what is the, now this has to be merged where in the Karna Sharira or Sabhas Avyakritam already seen. What is it? It is false. False means it should have a Adhisthana, real Adhisthana, basis is to be there, has to be there, and that is struck or appreciated by merging this Makara in the, in the Atma. That before that, what is this Makaraha Onkare? See, what is meant by Makaraha Onkare is this Makara. What type of Makara it is? Not earlier Makara. Earlier Makara was means where A was distinct, U was distinct and Ma was distinct. That Makara was consisting of only Pradnya, Sushupti and Karna Sharira, otherwise called as Sabhasam Avyakritam. But this is after our this process we have taken, a means we have taken of merging the A in U in Ma, means this Makara now available is the one wherein A and U are merged. So, what is meant by Makaraha Onkare? Consider this Makara. Why we have to say this Makara is because this is not the general Makara, but wherein A and U are merged, means whatever represented by A and U is no more available. Keep in mind, in terms of your effect, understanding and appreciation, by merging the Karya into Karna, you have come to a level of appreciation of cause, the causal level only, Makara. That Makaraha Onkare means now you consider this Makara wherein A and U are merged as one entire Om. You utter Om with these earlier preparations. Om. You can't go on U, Ma, you can't say. So finally, what is our this that is that means? It is to negate the false Avyakrita, Sabhasa Avyakrita or Karna Sharira or Makara. And where can you negate? In the Adhisthana Satya. So therefore, this Makaraha Onkare means this Makara wherein A and U are already merged. So that is what now represented by Om. This is not ordinary Om where A, U, Ma are distinctly available, but the Om wherein we have by this process of Vilapana. So that is why by Vilapana, Sureshwaracharya explains this afterward. By this process of Vilapana, what is done is that we have got the Ma, which is only at what level now? Causal level. Causal level. So that means Omka, that means this Ma wherein A and U are already merged is represented by the entire Om. Then what is to be done? Omkaraha ahami eva. Merge this Omkara. Which Omkara is it? Which now represents only the causal form. It is only causal form because the gross and subtle are already merged in this causal. So at causal level, which is represented by Omkara, so what you do is, it has to be merged where? Ahami eva. So here, alternate reading is available. You see, Makaraha Omkare, Omkaraha Ahami eva. This is generally available in many books. In Vani Vilas publication, it is available like this. Oh, see, Makaraha Omkare Ahami eva. What we have seen is Makaraha Omkare Omkaraha Ahami eva. Other reading is Makaraha Omkare Ahami eva. Actually, that is better because this ma, taking the ma as Omkara is eliminated. From the causal, where you go? Straight away into the Adhisthana. Adhisthana, you go. So, okay, but these two readings are available, and Tikas are not that very clear, except Vartika Bharna tells something, but he speaks of some other alternate reading different from this. Okay. So, therefore, Omkaraha Ahami eva. So, Ahami, which is this Ahami? This Aham is Turiya Atma. Nantah pradnyam, na bahish pradnyam, no bhaya pradnyam, etc. Prapanchopashamaha, Mandukya. So that Turiya, Sa Atma, Sa Vidneyaha. That Turiya Atma, totally free from whatever represented by all these three U, Ma. That's why it is called as Prapanchopashamam. It is Prapanchopashamaha Atma. So therefore, so Ahami eva, in my Swarupa, which is Adhisthana for these. Adhisthana for Karna means Karna is false. We have seen that, how it is false. Sabhasam avyakritam is false. When that is false, whatever represented by au also is false, because the gross and subtle also are false. So therefore, Ahami eva. Now the question is, what is this Aham? So though we have borrowed from Mandukya, and that is Turiyatma, author himself, Bhashyakara himself is telling us, Aham Atma Sakshi Kevalaha Chinmatra Swarupaha. That is what Turiya Atma. So Aham is Atma. So Atma, one may mistake it to be notional Atmas. No. Sakshi, Drik Swarupa, Sakshi, Kevalaha Chinmatraha. It is nothing but mere Chaitanya, and Chaitanya alone, to the total exclusion of any other thing. Abhas also is not there. Afterwards we may come to Abhas, etc. after the Satyatva appreciation. Here it is Kevala Chinmatra Surupa. That's why the Prapanchopashama word comes there. So, Prapanchopashama. Bhajitattva will come later. Once that clarity of appreciation of Prapanchopashamatva of Atma is there, then when you are aware of the word, you can say Bhajitattva. Otherwise, you have no means to ascertain the falsehood of the Prapancha. So, therefore, Sakshi Kevalaha Chinmatra Swarupaha. Mere Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone, and it is na ajnanam, napi tat karyam, means it is neither ma nor u or a. Now you understand what is meant by ma, u, a. Okay? Napi ajnanam, it is na ajnanam. That Chinmatra Chaitanya alone is ajnanana. Ajnana means here Atma ajnana, sabhasam avyakritam na. And its product also, it is neither prajna nor sushupti. So it is not so. And okay, it may not be so. Maybe it's ajnana karya like Hiranyagarbha, Taijasa, Sapna, Prad, Vishwa, the Jagarita, and Virat, it may be no, napi tat karyam. Not even the karya of ajnana. Not even the karya of ajnana means it is also not the Taijasa, Swapna and Suksharira called as Hiranyagarbha. Also not the Vishwa, Jagarita, Sthula Sharira otherwise called as Virat. It is not so totally free from them. Kevala Chinmatra Swarupaha. And what is its nature? So it is not this. Kintu, whereas its Swarupa is like this. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Satya Swabhavam Paramananda Dvayam Pratyak Bhuta Chaitanyam. It is its Swabhava. Swarupa is what? Nitya Shuddha. Nitya Buddha. Nitya has to be connected to all. Or otherwise you can say Nitya. Yes, Nitya also can be taken separately, but Nitya Shuddha, Nitya Buddha, Nitya Mukta, Nitya Satya Swabhavam. Why that Nitya? All the time it is Shuddha. What do you mean by Shuddha? There is nothing other than it. Kevala Chinmatra Swarupa alone is there. There is nothing other than Kevala Chinmatra Swarupa. Again, Nitya Buddha. It is Jnapti Swarupa only all the time, can never be otherwise. Nitya Mukta Swabhavam is always free, even in the state wherein we take ourselves to be baddhaha, bound. It is Atma is what? Mukta only. We have seen with the, many times with the help of this illustration of clouds covering the sun. So therefore, Nitya Mukta Swabhava. Nitya Satya Swabhava. Maybe in terms of creation, all this asatya means changes, etc., parinamas may appear to be there, but even then, what is it? This Chaitanya Kevala Chinmatra Rupa is always Satya without any change whatsoever. Nitya Satya Swabhavam Paramanandam Advayam. This Parama is limitless. No limitations whatsoever can be there, and therefore no trace of sorrow is ever possible. Anandadvayam is a Paramananda, not just Ananda, not Vishyananda, because Vishyas are not available now. And the Paramananda, limitless Ananda. So Advayam. So when Kevala Chinmatra Rupa is there, nothing else is there. It has to be nothing but Advaya only. Advayam. Okay. Maybe something is there. No. Pratyak Bhuta Chaitanyam. What is it actually? It is Chaitanya, which is Pratyak Bhuta, means Pratyagatma. That which is verily me, I. So therefore don't think there is something called Brahma or something like Adhisthana, etc. Verily me, I, Kevala Chinmatra Chaitanyam. So this is what is to be appreciated. And this itself, if the one is totally absorbed in this appreciation, it is what is called as Brahma eva ahamasmi iti abhedena avasthanam samadhi. You get a definition of samadhi according to Vedanta. Okay? I will see afterward. Vartika Varna says, this is not Shastrantara Samadhi, Yogastu Chitta Vritti Nirodha. We are not talking that Samadhi here. So this is what? This is that. According to Vedanta, what is Samadhi? Interesting definitions will come afterwards. So, therefore, Brahma eva ahamasmi iti abhedena avasthanam. This avasthanam, abidance, with abheda. What is abheda? That means dhyata, dhyana, dheya, triputis also are not there. If triputi is there, again bheda is still there. So even this dhyata, dhyana, dheya, bheda is not there. Then what is Brahma eva ahamasmi? I am verily Brahma, which akhandakara vritti is there. Akhandakara vritti, preoccupation is given to the mind. Then what happens? Dheyaika gocharatva. Dhyata and dhyana, they merge, and what remains is Dheyaika gochara vritti. The vritti which is able to appreciate dheya. What is dheya? Akhandatva. That is what is here described here as Brahma eva ahamasmi. Me is verily Brahma, not just lip service, with due appreciation, and that preoccupation to the mind alone is there. Actually, that is what is nididhyasanam. So that is nididhyasana. When repeatedly taken to successfully, even that dheyaika gochara vritti also has to get eliminated. What remains is me and me alone. No trace of ignorance. So that is what is samadhi. There what happens? Yogastu chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vrittis, mere drishyas are eliminated. Ignorance is intact. So it is intact. Here it is not so. What is there here? Here ignorance is destroyed. Positive appreciation of Swarupa is there. Brahmatma, Brahmaivasmiti abheda. And that Brahmaivasmiti abheda appreciation, where is prapancha? Where is drishya prapancha? Drishya prapancha is not there. If drishya prapancha is there, what means have you got to verify that for your personal discovery that Atma Brahma is free from prapancha? Come on, point me out a state wherein you can clearly pinpoint, here is the one, that is Atma is free from drishya prapancha. Maybe in the deep sleep state, drishya is not manifest, but ignorance is still there. Have you got any means to separate ignorance from Driksrupa Chaitanya in the deep sleep state? Even that experience of deep sleep state is not experienced as a present fact of experience. We have to recollect afterwards. So, still that notion can be there. Shruti may say so, but have I verified that I am totally free from prapancha? That's what I pointed out. In Prashnopanishad Bhashya, Shankaracharya brings up this point. He says, these Shodasha Kalas are so available that they are never separate from Chaitanya. And that is why all the schools of thought emerge out, because depending on whatever they have got notion, they just spin the schools of thought. So, that appreciation of Chaitanya Sarupa, me totally free from prapancha, has to be taken to. It can be done only in this way, by ready antakarana, then take to inquiry, and then what? At that time of akhandakara vritti, positive, what should be there? Freedom from entire drishya prapancha must be there. Otherwise, I have no means to verify for myself that I am prapanchopa shamaha. Maybe I am a Shraddhavan Purusha. Therefore, I have got the Shraddha in the Shastra, that is Paroksha Jnana and not Aparoksha Jnana. It cannot be Aparoksha Jnana. And after that appreciation, yes, I can, what can I do? I can do the Badha, the negation of entire Drishya Prapancha, because it has no existence apart from who? Me, the Prapanchopa, Shama, Atma, Brahma. There Badhitattva comes. Unless this Satyatva is very clearly, directly appreciated by me, it only amounts to Paroksha Jnana and not Aparoksha Jnana. So therefore it says, Brahma eva ahamasmiti abhedena avasthanam. Abhedena, all triputis are not there. Dhyayika gochara vritti alone is there in the, that is the preoccupation of the mind. Of course, earlier no, earlier dhyata, dhyana, dheya is there. I am taking to nididhyasana, because again nididhyasana without aparoksha jnana also is not possible, because That person has discovered it, and yet habitual errors are there, again and again giving that preoccupation of appreciation of one's own Swarupa. Therein what happens? The Dhyayika Gochara Vritti alone is there by intensity of Abhyasa. So, in course of time, I am contemplating on my Swarupa. So, all this Dhyata, Dhyana, so that means one who takes Nididhyasana and Nididhyasana, they go, what remains is Dhyayika Gochara. And Dhyayika Gochara, if that sufficiently practiced for a long period of time, what happens? Even that Vritti has to coalesce, as it were, leaving what the Vastu Swarupa alone. So that is what? Ajnana Kalusham Jivam Jnanabhyasad Vinirmalam Krutva Jnanam Swayam Nashet. What is that Jnanam Swayam Nashet? Akhandakara Vritti. Abhyasa is required. Repeated practice is required. Swayam Nashet. Jalam Katakarenuvat. Jalam Katakarenuvat. So therefore, Brahma eva ahamasmiti abhedena avasthanam samadhi. You'll see that in Vartikabharana he points out, this is not the Ashtanga Yoga Samadhi, because there ignorance is still there. Then after that, coming out of Samadhi, what will happen to him? Still the Jagat is real. But here, not that all lifelong he has to abide here, no. Once that clarity of vision is there, afterwards, the Mithyatva can be easily appreciated by this person and not the one who has taken to Jada Samadhi, or also called as Andha Samadhi. So therefore, Avasthanam Samadhi. Now one may say, sir, from where have you brought all these things? So, author, Bhashyakara, Sadhaki supports this is what all Mahavakyas say. Tattvamasi brahmahamasmi prajnanam anandam brahma ayamatma brahma ityadi shrutibhyaha iti panchikaranam bhavati. Tattvam asi. This has to reveal the same thing, of course. Brahmahamasmi. This is from some Paramahansa Upanishad or something. Tattvamasi, you know, Chandogya. Prajnanam anandam brahma. Brahma, yes, okay. Aham Brahmasmi, okay, no, but there is also Paramahansa, Brahma, Brahma has come first. Aham Brahmasmi is okay. Okay, meaning is same, okay. Yes, Aham Brahmasmi, that is Pradharnako. So, Prajnanam Anandam Brahma. Prajnanam, the very knowledge principle, which itself is Ananda, that is Brahma, Aitareya. Also Pradharnaka. Then Ayamatma Brahma. Again Brihadaranyaka, Ityadi Shutibhyaha. So therefore, what is there is only Brahma and Brahma alone, totally free from all that is Adhyastha. All that is Adhyastha. See, Adhisthana, when it is totally free from Adhyastha, Adhisthana should necessarily be free from Adhyastha. But a person who knows that Adhisthana alone is real, Adhyastha is false, may be able to appreciate the Adhyastha is false even when the cognition of Adhyastha is there. Is it not? Depending on type of the Adhyasa. It depends on the type of the Adhyasa. But one who has not appreciated the Adhisthana as free from Adhyastha, how come at any time he can appreciate the Adhyastha is false? See, the rule is Adhisthana is totally free from Adhyastha. But for a deluded, Adhyastha appears to be real. Why? Adhisthana the person doesn't know. But if Adhyastha is false, if one has to appreciate it when the cognition of Adhyastha is there, he should first discover Adhisthana as totally free from Adhyastha. And now, even though for experience or appearance Adhyastha is available, oh, this Adhyastha is Not true. What is true is adhisthana. So therefore, the Swarupa, Brahma eva aham asmi, as totally free from Auma. Auma, what is Auma? Now come on, put all things together now. Start from Pradnyaha. Pradnyaha, Sushupti, Karna Sharira, in other words, Sabhasam Avyaktam, free from it. Okay. Then Taijasaha, Swapnaha, and Suksharira, otherwise Hiranyagarbha. Further, Vishwaha, Jagaritam, Stula Sharira, other words Virat, free from all this. And all these are Adhyastha. All these are Adhyastha because Karna Sharira is, Ajnana is false. So Adhisthana is real. All these are Adhyastha. The clear appreciation of Adhisthana, Brahma, should make me appreciate the falsehood nature of entire Adhyastha Prapancha. So that's for now, reverse way, with the help of Omkara, that means take to the appreciation of Swarupa as free from that Brahma eva aham asmi. That Abheda appreciation has to be taken to, for which Omkara is presented as a means by pointing out what all it represents and how we have to merge the Karya effect in the Karana, the cause, and having come to the causal level, further what you do? That causal level cause is false. Why? Now you understand why author has to say na sat, na sat, napi sadasat, na bhinnam, napi bhinna bhinnam kutashit, na niravayavam, na savayavam, no bhayam, etc. So for that, and then what is it? Appreciate the Adhisthana. So this is in nutshell what Panchikarana has to provide us as a technique, as a means wherein, of course, inquiry. See, this is all based on Mandukya. Means Mandukya, thorough understanding of Mandukya also is required. It is not just like this only as such. But this is a way of taking to a type of, particular type of contemplation, provided Aparoksha Jnana is there. If it is not so, it gets reduced to Nirguna Brahma Upasana. It certainly gives certain results. So that way it has to be taken to. Now we will see with the Sureshwara Acharya's Vartika, same thing. Okay. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasyashalini Desho Yam Shobharahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya Om Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah Hari Om